Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. An important announcement. So, coming to Mumbai after a long time, 17th and 18th of January 2026, my first workshop in 2026 will be in Mumbai. I think for a long time I have not been to Mumbai. So, in January, I will be coming definitely. Our Chennai workshop date 24 and 25. Those who are interested can look at the description for the contact numbers and can register. Yesterday, the US market is closed. So because of that, there is no much difference between what I talked yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, the post-market report, and today morning pre-market report. However, Japan market is down. I think that the inflation data is unfavorable to the market, and most of the other Asian markets are also down, but they are all like down slightly, not big. Meanwhile, US futures are slightly higher. So we can say most of the markets are trading flat, some with positive bias, some with negative bias. And FIAs were net sellers for more than 1,000 crore, but still, compared to what amount they bought in the previous two sessions, so yesterday's selling is nothing. Maybe because of that, the gift nifty is slightly positive. So for India, there is no negative news, it's already a positive news. And because the Indian markets have been underperforming for a very long time. So yesterday, both Nifty and Bank Nifty hit fresh all-time high. And Bank Nifty has been making all-time high so many times. But it is a Nifty for the first time in last 14 months made an all-time high and then corrected. So I assume that yesterday, number one, some people, when the market crosses all-time high, so they tend to book the profits. And number two, yesterday, the Sensex expiry. So Sensex expiry made the markets more volatile. Yesterday, it was like Sensex was going all over the places, even the Nifty. But finally, at the end of the day, Nifty closed slightly positive. That is something good. So what happened? First 4 days, the markets were making lower lows, which means that closing was lower than the opening. And then the two trading session, market shot up. And the first trading session of this series, it was a significant rally. Yesterday, we cannot say markets rallied, but we can say just as a consolidation. So after 4 red candle, the 2 green candle came. And now, important thing, number one, so this year high is 26 to 46. That was taken out yesterday, but closed below that. And all-time high, 26 to 77. That was taken out yesterday, but closed below that. So now, the bulls are hoping that Nifty will close above all-time high. So that means above 26 to 77. So number one, yesterday's high must be taken out and then it should close above that. So then we can say the momentum is back, the market's likely to continue to march at least to 26,500 to 26,600. If there is any good news like Russia-Ukraine ceasefire or Indo-US trade deal, if something like that happens, then we might go to 26,800 to 27,000. So overall, the range for this month is 26,000 on the downside to 27,000 on the upside. So that is how right now the picture is looking like. Yesterday, surprisingly, the IT stocks came down, both Infosys and TCS. So despite, US markets doing so well. So we need to see some kind of a momentum in IT stocks for the sustained rally. Reliance has been rallying. Reliance hit all-time high. Banking stocks, many banking stocks like State Bank of India, Axis Bank, they all hit all-time high. But only the IT sector, which is down by more than 20-25% in last 1 year or from the all-time high, still struggling to cross. So Infosys is struggling to cross 1,600. TCS is struggling to cross the 3,200. So TCS has been trading in a range 2,950 and 3,200. Of course, now it is trading at the upper end of the trading range. But, the days like yesterday, TCS can fall 40-50 rupees from days high. So that shows the inherent weakness in the IT stocks. So auto stocks are doing well, banking stocks are doing well, and then market, we can hope for a significant rally towards 30,000 by end of next year, only if FMCG and IT stocks pick up. So that's for a long term. So for short term, for today, I think the range should be yesterday. That means yesterday's low should not be broken. Yesterday's high should not be taken out. So so probably today's candle may be an inside candle of yesterday. So let us see what happens. But today, especially the last 1 hour is going to be very interesting. And because today the GDP data will be coming after the market close. So based on that, so Monday there can be a big gap up or big gap down. Although our markets are not data dependent, but sometimes this kind of big data, GDP data, who knows if the GDP data is good, FIAs may change their mind, may start buying again. So that can, the continuous selling of FIAs, still the market, like from intra-year low to intra-year high. So it's almost how many points? The intra-year low, I think 21,700. So 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, so it's 4,500 point rally. Right? So if FIA start buying, so what will happen? So as I told you, my optimistic target for the year 2025 is 27,000. For the year 2026, the target is 30,000 for Nifty. So let us see where it goes. So we need to keep watching the same 3 stocks: ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Reliance Industries. Yesterday, MCX hit a fresh all-time high, 10,500. Just 2 months before, it was trading around 8,000. So 8,000 to 10,500, a fantastic rally. So BSE and MCX both are in focus. And so BSE, whatever happened, it was good for BSE. Earlier, people trade, expiry day. Every day there was an expiry. So people normally choose NSE. Then SEBI came out with a rule, only 1 weekly expiry per exchange. So therefore, now there are only 2 expiries. So Sensex volumes are picked up like anything. Even I trade, right? So once upon a time, I remember the vice president of BSE used to call me and tell me, sir, take some positions in BSE, right? At the beginning, when they introduced the options, okay? But now, that time, even for doing few lots, liquidity was a very big problem. But now I place orders for, thousands of quantities. So orders are going very smoothly. So the volume should have picked up very much in BSE. MCX is mainly because of the gold and silver, the craziness for the last 1 year. The crude oil and the silver and gold, the people are turning their focus to MCX. So these 2 stocks were in focus last month also. I think this month also, I'm focusing on these 2 stocks. So another interesting stock to watch is IEX. After falling from 210 to 140, so you just keep consolidating. So anytime that is likely to break out. So let us see. So what is going to happen? So for this week, that means from today to next Tuesday, the range for Nifty is 25,900 to 26,500. Simple. Look at the 26,200 straddle. Combined premium was about 300 rupees yesterday, day before yesterday. So a lot of people have taken that. So their range looks like that. So let us see what is going to happen. Sometimes, mute opening market can be trending, especially if the previous day markets were very, very volatile. So markets are very, very volatile means there is a lot of fight between bulls or bears. So ultimately, if the bulls win, market will rally next day. Ultimately, if the bears win, market will fall significantly. So although GIFT Nifty indicating only 20, 30 point, somehow I have a gut feeling that today Nifty will either close up more than 100 point higher or more than 100 point lower. But now what is the point of discussing all these things once we do not know? So let us see. So what is going to happen? So there are interesting days ahead in the December as the Nifty is seeing a lot of momentum on the upside. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.